Boo. Because it's Halloween today. Unless you're watching this early, that's going to be a little strange. But this is the game Boo and how to play it. This is from Chris Handy. It's a 2-player face-off, it says here. Part of the Paco game line of games from Perplexed. It came out in a couple of years ago, I want to say. It doesn't say when. It's for 2 players, 10 minutes, takes about 15, sorry, ages 10 and up takes about 15 minutes, and it is number 2, casual, on the scale of games here. Intermediate, my bad. Intermediate, casual is 1. And it's a simple little game, pretty simple, I would say, where you are trying to win by scoring as many points by having the majority of your ghosts in this graveyard tableau that we're going to be building. You get 30 cards. There is 6 that are going to form the start of the graveyard. And then there is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for one person and 12 for the other person. One person's going to have the white lines. The other person's going to have the black lines. And then these 6 starter cards have green lines. And they have 2 sides to them. For the graveyard, let me just see if I can quickly set this up. You're going to form this, what looks like a gate. And I had the wrong side here. Because I'm looking for the side that has the moon, because it will line up here. Hello? Yeah, I had that fine. That is fine. Oh. Well, let's change that up. There we go. So you're going to set this up like this. I should have done it beforehand. More or less. You'll see you have some gates here leading into this graveyard. And you're going to start off with... I'll turn this one the other way. One person's going to have 6, and the other person has 6. Even Stevens. So on your turn, each player is going to draw 1 card from the top of the deck, and you can shuffle this up. And your opponent's going to know what you have in your hand and what's next on your draw deck. It's open knowledge. And on your turn, you're simply going to place your card one way or the other somewhere into this pad. Now, you cannot overlap anything. You have to place this beside on one side or another. You can go here, you can go like this, you can go upside down, whatever you want to do. And what you're going to do is when you play a card, like I say, I'll play this one here. If it's facing another ghost, hopefully one of a different color, that is not looking back at it, you get to rotate this like this to try and get yourself the majority of ghosts. Then I will draw back up. My opponent's going to go. He obviously wants the whites, so he's going to play this one here. Now it's looking at this guy. He's not looking back. If they're looking at each other like this, gives a kiss, they don't scare each other. They won't scare. But if they're not looking at each other, they'll get scared. And you're always going to rotate, not like this, but always lengthwise. So if you rotate this one, it's going to rotate this way, not this way. And then they're going to draw back up, and then I'm going to go. You can always use whichever side you want, but you probably don't want to use the side that has more of your opponent's color, as a rule of thumb. So this one here wouldn't work because they're looking at each other, so it's not going to do anything. Same with this. However, I could put this one here. He's looking at this guy who's not looking back at him, so then I get to flip. I don't believe you affect your own color. But that's the basics of the game. You keep going back and forth playing cards. Again, you can play them any way you want, As long as it's next to another one, you cannot play one diagonally. Obviously, it has to be adjacent, and you cannot leave a gap of any kind. Pretty simple, pretty basic game. Nice limitedness on the cards. And that is Boo. Now, a couple of things to point out. When you flip cards, they have to stay in the same location. You cannot move them. And they're just going to be facing the opposite way. And yeah, and you can actually affect other ghosts that are all the way over there. Like, for instance, we have a good example that this guy's looking at this guy, so he's going to flip this one around as well. And he's not looking at anything else over here. So you also do that. You're going to look all the way up and down these rows and columns, see if they're looking at another ghost of the opposite color or not, and flip. So it's very interesting that you're going to be looking at multiple ghosts. Just making sure to keep everything in the same location. So that's the game, more or less. You cannot cover any other cards. They have to be, one square has to touch another square, at least one square. You could put one right next to the other one, or two squares, or just one square. And you can use whichever side you want. Again, it would not be great for this guy to be using the one that has mostly black when he wants white. But that is that. If the game were to end right now, you count up how many black ghosts. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And white ghosts, we have like 6. So we'd win the game. That's it. That's the gist of the game. It's a pretty simple game. Happy Halloween. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Send me some tweets. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.